taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold looking to start with a pass. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Here's Darnold. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT. It's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Tyler Begay. And he stopped immediately there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Begay. Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 15.
Nick's going to give this to Begay. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front.
What are you doing?
And winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and 9. Straight ahead they go with Begay. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
Here we go, set.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. This is intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Here's Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Nix going to give to Harvey. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. To throw is Nix. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Harvey. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And the Broncos 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
On 1st down, a run with the day. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
What?
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's crazy.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top.
Good way to plug up the hole.
You tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
the touchdown, wants to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, nice. Oh, you tripped. No, you met on that.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 8.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go back to Bidet. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 2nd down and 4. A handoff here to Bidet. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Broncos first down.
To throw, here's Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts, so will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
Mar with that, though. Should have done what I did when I did it.
Jason Myers to kick off.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Hey, let's go. That was a nice run.
Across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
Now it's Nix. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. A handoff. Here's Harvey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A second and 10 now. On play action, here's Nix. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep the lead at 8.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying...
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. At the 40-yard line. A give for Walker running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Okay, okay, thank you.
And it brings up 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Back to throw, Darnold. That is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Stidham. Now a run here off the up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Nick's going to keep this himself. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Nix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams Jones, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Nix on the slant, completes to Sutton. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On the handoff, Harvey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. R.J. Harvey, 22 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Captain.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, now how about this return? And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not they see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way down to the 5. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Eric Silver from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Broncos first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,